Let's
Welcome
get it.
back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 18 of the Locked Up Podcast. Man, I don't know if you heard, but it's like one of the hottest days of the year, or at least it feels like it where I'm at in Auckland. Only thing hotter on this planet right now is Jimmy Buckets, bro.
Oh, nice.
That's
A
the
good
only thing
start.
hotter.
A good start.
My
Nice. I like
God.
that.
Hey, man, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, timestamps are in the description. This is the Locked Up Podcast, episode 18. This is Assam. I am Ali. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. We got a few things to talk about, so let's get into it. Game 3
Man,
just happened.
I was having a good day. Today's a public holiday. Had the missus home. Made her a coffee this morning. At halftime, I got a text from JB Hi-Fi telling me that my PlayStation's officially pre-ordered under my name. So I finally got one secured. I was like, this is great. Happy days.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy G Buckets happened. Damn. Hey, I got to give Miami Heat a lot of respect for not folding, not giving up. We toyed around with the food. And like I've been saying, we didn't shoot well. And because we didn't shoot well, they continued to shoot well. And they cooked us with the shooting. And we couldn't win. I'm going to start off like this. My first note that I wrote down before the game started was looking out for Butler. And what did that man go ahead and do?
Looking out for him. Did
you
find him?
I was watching him the whole time. 14 to 20.
Nice to see you.
40 piece. 11 rebounds, 13 assists. Wow, that's a LeBron game right there. 2 steals, 2 blocks.
Also.
Not bad at all. So shout out to you, Butler. I've been saying he should do this. And what's crazy, though, Ali, is he only took 20. It's not like he took 30, 35 shots kind of buzz. He took 20. So he still didn't shoot that much either, but he was just very efficient. Yeah. And, yeah, he destroyed us. I'm extremely disappointed in LeBron in the fourth quarter when he just, allowed the switch and let Jimmy just go ahead and get a bucket, and he didn't guard him himself. I was very mad about that, not going to lie. I think that pretty much was the game right there. AD, early foul trouble, and I think the early foul trouble got him out of his rhythm, made him not comfortable, not on form. He only took 9 shots, so he was 6 for 9, so he was efficient, but only took 9 shots. So when AD got into foul trouble, I went ahead and went, okay, LeBron, this is your game to get your Finals MVP. Earn it. You know what I mean? This is it. And even if the game stayed close out a fourth quarter, hit a clutch shot, hit a game winner or something. But nope, we got none of that. So that was very disappointing. I'm not going to put this all on LeBron, though, because it's not his fault. Danny Green, 0 for 6. Caldwell Pope, 1 for 5. J.R. Smith, 1 for 3. Alex Caruso, 1 for 4. Kuzma was pretty much – Kuzma and Morris were the best. And, 6 for 13, 6 for 13. 5 threes from Morris, 4 threes from Kuz. So that's pretty good. But the rest of the team, though, horrible shooting. And like I've been saying, when we don't shoot well from threes, the Heat are going to hit a 3 in our face right back. And that's what they did. What do you think? Ali, talk to me.
I think we just saw kind of – yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say the Tyler Hero snarl, though.
I love it. I love it.
Damn, son.
I think we just saw one of the best finals performances of all time.
Honestly, it reminds me of Cavs James. That was a Cavs James performance. What Jimmy Butler did.
It was like watching Rocky, bro. It was like watching Rocky. Just seeing this dude
Butler
just get punched
was so swole afterwards. He was walking back to the locker room, and his shoulders, his arms are so pumped, and his shoulders are so vascular. He had the game of his life. Shout out to Butler, man. That was very impressive. Very impressive. And when he said they're in trouble, he yelled at us saying they're in trouble.
He yelled it at James. You're in trouble. He in trouble. Amazing. And Duncan Robinson, I told you, he hit 3 threes. He didn't shoot that well, 30%, 3 of 10. But he hit them. He hit that dagger at the end where he just casually just sunk it and just walked off. Tyler Hero, 17 points, 6 of 18, 2 of 7. The whole team played well, led by the best player on the floor tonight, Jimmy Buckets. I don't even know what else I could say about that. Kelly Olynyk, even though I'm not a fan, got to give him his props,
Played
got to give him
well.
his flowers. He
He got
played
that
really well.
steal as
He played
well.
really that. And I think LeBron, it just I don't want to say it got in his head because he's such a huge he preaches so much about mindset and mental strength. So it's kind of like, what are you playing at? Why did you kick back this game? Or why did you not show the same energy this game? Why do you get your head do you get your head down easily, or is it something else? Is your head down at all?
I have a theory. So, and this is tends to be a theme of what's happened in the playoffs. Hasn't happened in a while, but it always tends to happen when we lose. Like all the losses we've taken in the playoffs, this is usually what happens. LeBron will have a couple of drives, and let's say 2 in a row, something will happen. So, let's say non-calls. But today he had 2 travels in a row. Remember that? He had 2
Man,
travels in a row, right? And then maybe like 2 plays later, he was bringing the ball up, and Kelly O got the steal,
snatched it. Yeah, that was
and
bad.
whenever that happens to LeBron, I swear, like when 2 or 3 plays in a row happens to him and it doesn't go well, he shuts down after that. That literally happens. He did not put his head down in the fourth quarter. He pretty much took 2 threes and like 2 deep ones, and that was it. Like, you know what I mean? And if he hit those, that would have been nice. That would have been like nasty, and that probably would have got him going. But he didn't continue to put his head down. Meanwhile, Butler is putting his head down, and LeBron's allowing a switch so he can cook whoever else is marking
Did he
him
put
instead
his
of
head
him.
down or what? Or did he put his head down or what, bro?
Man,
Man,
he
LeBron,
shot in every
LeBron,
fashion. The
man, LeBron getting
mid-range,
so
the
tired of this.
jumpers, the drives. I mean, Butler played fantastic. That was crazy. That was the best game of his career. Shout out to Butler. 40-piece on LeBron James. I'm very impressed, to be honest. Duncan Robinson and Hero started off terrible. They were like 1 for 4, 1 for 6 buzz, but then they started to catch up with the momentum. We started off the third quarter 0 for 7, and when I saw that, I was like, uh-oh. But then we had an 8-0 run, and we started to bring it back. What I'm disappointed about was that the game was close multiple times, like within 5 points, 3 points,
Very
even stuff
close.
like that,
We
4
were
points.
like one point.
Maybe even 1 point. Exactly. We were just really close a lot. And that's the time we give it to LeBron to close. And he just didn't do it. So that kind of baffled me because we're in the finals now, you know what I mean? So I don't understand why. Does he not want to go home early? Like, does he not want to go see his son? Real quick.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
get
what I
it.
was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I'll tell you, bro, LeBron getting so tired of the bubble, he's traveling early already. Goddamn 2 travels in that game. Man.
But this
LeBron
isn't
wanting to
entirely
leave.
on LeBron.
Nah, it's
AD is
not.
what I'm
It's not.
disappointed with. I think AD should have just fouled out. I think he should have just continued with the same effort and fouled out. The fact that he managed to stay on the court for so long, being in foul trouble, but didn't foul, just shows the lack of effort he actually did. Because he got a foul, and then the next play, what's his name? Myers Leonard just got like an easy dunk, and no one defended it. Remember that? So there were plays like that where they just don't want to foul, so they're just letting them get buckets, which is never good in the finals. AD was out of his game because of the early foul trouble. So I'm not too mad about that, but I still feel like both him and LeBron should have been more aggressive, and if they were, we would have won. But because they weren't aggressive, we relied on our role players, and they trashed it out. There was a lot of 1-4-X. So except for Morris and Kuzma, and
Chief
LeBron.
Markeith.
LeBron had that baseline drive where he was smothered and he kicked it out to Morris for a 3 and missed. But these are like pivotal plays, game-changing plays. We needed LeBron to take the shot. I understand that Morris was kind of hot at the time and he just hit a 3 earlier, but you can't rely on Morris to close the game out for us. It needs to be
he
you,
was playing
LeBron.
well, bro. He was playing
It needs
really
to be
well.
you or AD. You know what I mean? If AD was taking the shots, I wouldn't be mad either. I can understand AD being off because of the fouls, but regardless, they both needed to be more aggressive, in my opinion. But hey, it's whatever. I don't want to talk about the Lakers as much. I want to talk about the Heat because they did not give up. They bought themselves some times. It's 2-1. You know, I was even telling Soph today, like, you know, if this was normal circumstances and we weren't in a bubble, they would be in Miami right now. The first two games have been at Staples. So 2-0 was pretty normal, you know what I mean? 2-0 is pretty normal. And they just won in Miami. So, you know, so next game,
no Bam, no Goran. No Bam,
yeah,
no Goran.
to be honest, I'm hoping this gives Bam time to come back. Hopefully, he comes back game 3, game 4.
Game 4, yeah.
I think Goran is GG, right? Not coming back
Yeah.
for the series. No
Broken.
way. Yeah. So, and if Bam comes back, that's going to be huge because he'll be able to defend AD and LeBron a little bit. You know, to try to slow them down a little bit. But the issue is they gave them confidence. I mean, you saw the way Robinson and Hero started pulling up in the fourth. They really started to believe they can win this.
Yeah.
And the first half, they were not shooting with that kind of confidence, and they started shooting.
Nah.
Like when Butler said, you know, I don't know, he said
trouble.
either they're in trouble or he's in trouble. Not exactly sure which one it was.
He looked at LeBron and he said, he in trouble.
Yeah, I know he looked at LeBron, but I wasn't too sure if he said he's in trouble or they're in trouble. But he was looking at LeBron, though. I saw
Big
that
respect, bro. I respect this dude so much.
That was crazy. That was a moment. This was a legendary game. This will go down in history. So shout out to you, Butler, on that.
Oh, yeah.
You're making a case for any free agent to come by to Miami. Miami's going to be a scary team if they add another piece. I think they have the salary cap room to add another max player, so it's an issue.
This team that got to the finals is cheap. It's cheap. Jimmy's the max. That's it. Everyone else is small. I can't trade anyone in my goddamn trade machine because they're all cheap.
Once again, Tyler Hero in the fourth quarter. Wow. I have never seen a rookie in my life just be so like heartless, just ice cold.
Yeah.
Doesn't care that it's the fourth quarter. He literally, like, I really wish I could pull the stats of him just in the fourth quarter in this bubble versus the first 2 quarters. I swear the efficiency would be higher in the fourth. He's literally ice cold when it's fourth quarter time. So shout out to Hero for that. Duncan Robinson finally woke up a little bit because he started off bad, man, and he's been bad for a while.
Are the Lakers in trouble? Is Jimmy right?
Oosh. We just need the bench players or our role players to just shoot a little bit better. Give me 2 for 5, not 1 for 5. And I need LeBron and AD to wake up and play like they played the first 2 games. So no, I don't think we're in trouble. If it goes 2-2, then I think we're in trouble.
Right. Okay. Well,
then it becomes true scary.
Okay. Well, we'll get to predictions for Game 4 at the end, but Assam. Oh man. Oh man.
Not again.
Not again.
I love it, Drake. Not again, Kyrie.
Man. So So he's done it again. He said some more. He's been on some more BS. Kyrie is known for voicing his opinion and with confidence as well. It's like that student in class in school where they put their hand up really quickly and they think they know the answer, and it just couldn't be more wrong. So he said a couple of things, right? I've got the quotes here. Let's get our thoughts on what he said. So first things first, we want to take a look at this little dig, bro. This little dig. So basically, he said, I've been the main guy in every team I've ever been in down the line, in the clutch. I feel like this is the first time where I can be like, that mother, you know what? I can't write that there. That mother, you know what, can shoot too. You're talking about KD. So that's the first quote. We'll get to the other one. Let's get to the other one. No, we'll get to the other one after this. What do you think of this?
Yeah, he just straight wrong with that one. All the stats, it's all over my feed. LeBron James versus Kyrie in the fourth quarter, clutch situations, last 2 minutes. I don't even want to go through all that. The point is that he got destroyed in every single fashion when it came to clutch points. LeBron James is way more clutch than Kyrie has ever been in his life. And carried with Kyrie, carried without Kyrie, clutch with Kyrie, clutch without Kyrie. I'm just mad that we're talking post a game where LeBron didn't come in clutch, but I'm going to let that slide. You know what? Look, I like Kyrie, and I love his game, but he has really just not done well with the
After
media
Cavs.
ever since he left the Cavs. He has not moved correct. So I want to say this one more time. I like Kyrie. I love his game. He's the man. But ever since the things he's been doing, every time he does speak, he messes it up. Like, can he just get through? And can he get through 5 minutes of talking without saying something utterly ridiculous? Like, he actually can't. It's actually. Here's the thing. He thinks he's super smart and he's trying to show it off. And when he does do that, he actually comes out looking stupid. And he's done that on more than one occasion, and it's just bad. Like, then the next comment is even worse. But yes, he's not. I understand what he's trying to say though. Like, KD is even better shooter than LeBron is. But then the most wild thing was I saw the clutch stats between KD and LeBron beats KD on that too. And I must say, as an OKC fan, when Durant was there, I saw many fourth quarters where I was like, "Come on, Durant, just like shoot, just end it, just ice it," and he doesn't do it. So I remember those days. I remember those days very well. So, I mean, it's literally this statement just simply is not true, and I think it was really unfair. And Richard Jefferson made a good point saying that this is KD's podcast and he could have just left that out. It's very easy to edit a stupid statement out. But I think the fact that they chose to let this air on after game 1 or after game 2 of the finals while LeBron's playing and they're sitting at home, I think that's really unfair. I think that's not cool. I get you started your podcast, KD. We started one too. But we didn't go ahead and just slander LeBron James while he's in the finals. You know what I mean? That's not the approach we took. You know what I mean? So
it's not even
not cool.
It's just
not cool.
It's just. Bro.
I mean, he needs to be more grateful, man. He needs to be more grateful. LeBron James gave that man a ring, and he's straight up biting the hand that feeds him for sure. He's been so ungrateful. And I think LeBron James post-game comments about how him and AD there's no jealousy between them. I think that was a shot right back at Kyrie. Because I remember that there was reports about Kyrie getting butthurt, wanting to get the same kind of treatment LeBron gets, and he wanted to leave the Cavs so that he could have his own team and be the man in his own team. And he's not been successful since. He's not been successful. Once again, thinking that he's the man and is good enough to do it, but really isn't. He is not LeBron. He is not KD either. See, he went to Boston, couldn't suss it. So now he's hanging out with the second best player in the world because he's soiled that relationship with the first best player in the world. So that's all I got to say. I like him, but the way he's been moving ever since he left the Cavs has been bad. He's just been slip after slip after slip.
All L's. For a guy who thinks he is literally the intelligence blessing to this earth, he has said the dumbest things I've ever heard. Most arrogant, bro. It comes off as arrogant. I don't mind if you say something stupid, but it comes off as arrogant. And that's something. Not only is it arrogant, it's wrong as well. If you're arrogant and right,
and that's what's bad.
That's what's bad. That's fine. You're arrogant and you're wrong, bro. In 2015, in fourth quarter playoff scoring, LeBron outscored Kyrie by 109 points. 109. He doubled him in 2017 in their last year together, and in 2016 on the 3-1 comeback, he outscored him by 30 points in fourth quarter playoff scoring. And not only that, shot at a better percentage every single time as well. So not only are you arrogant, you're wrong as well. The thing is I understand what he's doing, right? He's trying to build the chemistry between him and KD, but you don't have to put down anyone else in the process of it. He's really bad at getting his message across. He's so bad at that. And especially with this one here, where he says, I don't really see us having a head coach next season. I can coach sometimes. Kevin Durant can coach sometimes. We can all – it's a collaborative effort, right?
Honestly, I don't get it, man. I don't get why he couldn't have just simply been like, man, I'm so excited to have Steve Nash coach us and just leave it at that. Mm-hmm. He didn't have to say this. I can understand that, yes, you have a smart basketball mind. But has LeBron James ever just straight up said, nah, I don't need the coach? How often does he give his coach credit? For example, Ty Lue, how much does Ty Lue actually not deserve the credit, but LeBron James gives him credit? LeBron James only once, and that was David Blatt Bulls game winner. That was the one time where he straight up admitted that he scratched the play and give me damn ball, and he took it out. But once again, LeBron James is allowed to be arrogant. Why? because he delivered.
No, it's not. No, scratching up. No. Scratching a play has nothing. Is not the same as literally saying, like, bro. What's it called? Dame, his game winner against Houston. That one where he sent them home, the first one, that wasn't the play. He said that, and he said we scratched that play. It was meant to be a lob to LaMarcus Aldridge. He said, I just said screw that, man. Just give me the ball as soon as you see me take off. Give me the ball. There's a difference. Scraping the play as a superstar in a late game situation because you're confident enough to close it, and jumping on a podcast and saying something that I know you didn't. I mean, I hope not. I hope you didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, he did it, but he said it really badly. I mean, basically, he pretty much put down the coach, saying that Steve Nash is like unnecessary and it's just like for fun.
And I get what he's trying to say.
I'm pretty sure Steve Nash is trying to come into the league, and I'm pretty sure he's trying to coach, like he's trying to like do a very good job. He's gonna try Sweat off, like and I'm pretty sure Nash has a better mind than Kyrie when it comes to the game too. And I understand that at moments Kyrie could be the coach and that KD could be the coach. But, like, the way he put it, like you said, he really devalued Steve Nash's role, and I think that was really unfair because haven't even let the man coach a game yet. He hasn't even coached a game yet, and you're already, like, slipping, like, yeah.
Already, bro. And he's – poor Steve Nash, bro. This guy does not deserve what he's had so far when he's been – because he's been hired as the head coach. This guy went to Golden State, trained Curry gives a lot of respect to Nash. A lot of respect. And when the best point guard in the game, yes, Kyrie, the best point guard in the game gives respect to Steve Nash, you shut your mouth and you don't say that, and you don't put down that head coach. You pay that man some respect. It's such an arrogant thing to say. Once again, you're trying to say something. You have millions of eyes on you. This is obviously going to pop off as a story. Maybe don't put down your head coach. Maybe don't put down the reason you have one championship, that is LeBron, right? Maybe just don't.
Maybe don't put down the guy playing in the finals while your ass is at home on a podcast.
And been at home. You know, it's just ridiculous.
It's cool. I feel like KD's got a new podcast using a Drake beat. Love it. And I think because this is one of the first episodes, I think they did this on purpose. Honestly, I think this was like planned.
That's what I mean.
And they did clickbaity things. But the thing is, Kyrie responded on Instagram getting mad, saying that
we have a clickbait society.
But like you created that line. We're not misquoting it. You said it. He said first time. He said this is the first time I've played with a guy that could take the shot as well. Like, did he not see LeBron James take Kevin Love like across the whole court? LeBron catches in the corner, turn around, jumper, bank, 3.
Yeah.
In OT.
I saw it.
Kyrie can't do that shot. Kyrie can't do that shot. I reckon KD might, but Kyrie can't do that shot.
Yeah. Damn. He just needs to get better at wording what he's trying to say. It's just I'm sure you're media trained, bro. This must have been planned. Like you said, to get those clicks.
Get the podcast popping. Podcast popping. But I just don't like their approach of choosing to do it during the finals as well.
Right. Well,
because in particular, one of the headlines was a shot at LeBron, so that's not cool. And the thing is, LeBron has said nothing. You know what I mean? LeBron James keep it pushing.
Exactly. Well, I want to move on to one of my favorite segments. Curveball question of the day. Yep. So I've got a new one. It's not best to worst today. Well, it's not a new one. We've done this before, right? It is in a 7-game series. Right? Who you got in a 7-game series? Now, you are familiar with 2K. You are familiar with exhibition mode in 2K. Maybe not anymore. But you're familiar. Okay, and you are familiar with all-time teams. So, all-time teams, best player of any position to play for the specific team, right? Who you got? I'm going to read out the starting 5s for you. I've got 2 teams. You're probably going to write down the starting 5 plus the 6-man. Okay? You're going to tell me who you got in how many games. in a 7-game series, right?
So I'm guessing this team.
Oh, bro, I tried. There's no chance. They beat every single
Okay.
team possible. Like the
Okay.
starting lineup, the starting lineup will give you a headache. The starting lineup will make you sick.
There's a debate about who the starting lineup should be as well. So that's how
I'll
good
just
it is.
yeah, it's ridiculous. We won't even go there. So all-time Oklahoma City Thunder / Seattle Supersonics.
Ooh, OKC
All-time
verse.
all-time Spurs. Now let me read out
Ooh.
the starting lineup for you. I'll get you to write them
Nah.
down, okay?
Oh.
No. Let me write this down. Let's just look at the starting lineup first. Okay. Gary Payton, everyone at their prime. Gary Payton, Russ, Ray Allen, KD, and Sean Kemp. 6-man, James Harden. But this is Oklahoma James Harden, I should say. So not this James, not 40 points a game Harden.
Versus.
Okay. Versus Tony. So go ahead here. So GP, Russ, Ray, AD. Now, so all-time Spurs, Parker, George Gervin, Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan, and David Robinson. 6-man, you know who? Big Manu, Ginobili.
Is David Robinson not on there?
He is. Big man. I said him.
Did you?
Yeah. So Duncan's the power forward. And then the Admiral is center, the big man.
Manu.
6-man is Manu.
Honestly, I want to say OKC, but the Spurs just look crazy defensively. George Gervin, David Robinson, and Tim Duncan would be pretty tough to shoot over.
You've also got the glove and KD.
But but the thing is, when you say we got Gary Payton, KD, even Sean Kemp and Harden, like Ray Allen.
Kemp, Ray Allen.
I'm gonna give it to OKC.
Damn, and how many games?
Oh, 7.
That has to be 7. Has to be 7-game series.
Spurs could win because of their defense, but I think offensively, Seattle / OKC is much.
Yeah, OKC is the offense on them.
And you know, and Ray Allen, and it is peak Ray Allen as well, not just the 3-point.
Peak Ray Allen, so dunking Ray Allen, military Ray Allen, military Ray Allen, bro.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Short and sweet curveball question of the day.
Quick
Let's
prediction.
get with the prediction for game 4. For game 4.
3-1 or 2-2?
Once again, like I said in the last episode, if Bam comes back, the Heat will take it, and it'll be series tied. But if Bam doesn't come back, Lakers go up 3-1.
I agree. As long as our role players don't shoot this trash, remember, we just need some to go in, not all, some. Because the Heat have stayed hot. They've been shooting well this whole time. Like I said, it's our defense that clamps them from even getting the shot off that we need. And we didn't play amazing on defense either, so they got their shots off and beat us. LeBron has to be on Butler. That's it. Shut the man down, LeBron. You can do that.
So who you got?
I got Lakers winning. I think, like you said, I think if Bam comes in, maybe they might get that extra pep. But outside of that, 3-1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 18 of the Locked Up podcast. This is Assam. I am Ali. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Timestamps are in the description. I know some of you are here to hear about Kyrie. Some of you are here to hear about the game. Some of you are here to see Assam get thrown off with the curveball. Follow the socials. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you for episode 19. Peace.